now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch is made down the middle. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. This time a completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to throw yet again. The receiver grabs it. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position. First down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And looking to throw now on first down. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Near the goal line. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Handoff in a single back formation. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. He drops. It would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Receiver makes the grab. Finds room at the 30. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Tries the right with a quick throw. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
The tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawrence. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Gives it to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Hurricanes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying in the ground.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Alabama. They were not going to catch him that time. And he'll set up for the PAT. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Bringing it out, it's Lawrence. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Retakes the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Peen. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Looking for the wideout. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
He's going to heave it deep right down the middle. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Cade's trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Pressure is coming. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, tied. They connect for 6.
What a touchdown here by this offense. I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
And the PAT makes the lead 18, 35-17. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st down, it's play action. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. And the pass is incomplete.
But I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here. Actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of them. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner out. So hard to cover this.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They call the draw play here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Crucial red zone play coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawrence. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The pass is intercepted.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That time they were able to get to the quarterback before he has a chance of throwing yet another touchdown pass. 3 already in this first half. At least this is a sign that this defense hasn't totally given up yet.
Deep shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw here. Caught near the sticks. It's Payne. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Hit as he released it. Oh, he makes the catch. He make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down. Looking to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the move now. On the run here, lets it go. That ball snagged for a completion. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble to his left. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stop, pull behind the line of scrimmage. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches are liking.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Touchdown, Alabama. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget, Kurt.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. On the move. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's 3rd down for the offense. QB keeper all the way. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The pass rush closing in. The short completion to the tight end. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. He's swarmed by the defense. 2nd down after that previous play. The catch is made. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks free over the right side. Can they chase him down? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Bama. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing him out. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Has the first down and more. It's a nice gain. They move the football up to the 27.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Bringing pressure. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. That's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Grab by the receiver. He shreds the tackle. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This passing game is on fire today. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. He's found some room at the 45. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He's running out of time here. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. And is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, tied. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
34. Bringing it out, it's Lawrence. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his back. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. A play action, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
To be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake by the defense on 4th down. And now the running back's got it again. Finding space at the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Miami.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And they tack on the extra point. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Play action here on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made on the sidelines, then move the sticks. It's a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Can he get there on the ground? He make the tackle, but the offense set up for the first down in the red zone.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out and executing the play call and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. But he's got some space here. Goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball at the 39. Good starting field position. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Makes a quick grab. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. As the first down is still going. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Grinding away with a running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And it's picked off in the end zone.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Cage will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Hurricanes looking to cash in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line.
Here we go.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, what can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Quarterback still with the football. How's the spin move? Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. QB gets the first, now looking for more. They get him down, but that first down will be decisive and give us our new conference champs.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The back's got it. Fighting off the defender.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawrence. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Handoff running right. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down what's going to be the final play of this game, and the defense can start to celebrate.